Hey everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to another Hearthstone video. I'm Furo and today I will present you another Hearthstone deck. It's a priest deck, a so-called Big Priest deck. And why is it called Big Priest? Well, as you can see here on the deck list, we are not running that many spells, so it's kind of a Zoolock deck with a lot of creatures. So we are just running 4 spells in total. That is the Free from Ember and the Mind Control, both 2 times. And as you can see, these 2 spells are very expensive. Why are we doing that? Well, because of some nice interactions. If you can look here, we have the Spiteful Summoner. Battle Cry, reveal a spell from a deck, summon a random minion with the same cost. That is coming on turn 6. And if you just have 2 very expensive spells, well, we can just either get the Free from Ember or the Mind Control. So we will summon an 8 mana or a 10 mana unit. That is indeed very good, very decent value for 6. So you get the 4/4 instance, but you're also getting an 8 or 10 mana unit on top of that. That's pretty insane. Also, we have the Grand Archivist here. At the end of your turn, cast a spell from your deck, targets chosen randomly. Again, because we only have Free from Ember or the Mind Control, these are helping us tremendously. So Grand is another great combination of cards. The deck was created by Satellite. It's kind of a tempo deck, and he was able to reach the number 2 spot on the Legend ladder with the deck, so very great achievement. The rest of the deck is filled with small dragons, with a lot of tempo-based plays, like with the Cobalt Scalebane here. At the end of your turn, you will give another friendly creature +3 attack. That's pretty powerful. You have, of course, the Bonemare, that is giving a friendly minion +4/+4 and taunt. That is working cool. You have a creeper here costing 1 less whenever a minion dies with this in your hand. So all you're doing is creating a very strong board and trying to out-tempo your opponent. That is not always working. So there are specific decks on the ladder that are crushing this one here. For example, the Spell Priest with the Death Knight and so on. That's a pretty problem for you, because normally he's able to just kill your opponents, and then in the end game he will just come there with his Death Knight with the 2 extra damage every turn and every other shit that he has in his hand. So that is a tough matchup. But other matches against like Hunter, against Zoolock and so on, that's pretty good for you. And the deck is super cheap. So there are a total of 6 epics in the deck and a few rares. So if you are looking for a kind of cheap deck that is still working very good on the ladder, maybe just try this Big Priest here. I will now show you 2 games that I've played with this deck on rank 10. I hope it is helping you to understand the deck, and also if you have questions, if you have feedback, just use the comment section. Plus a little like here on YouTube would be very much appreciated, so please do that now. Click there below under the video, and then I will now show you some games, so please enjoy. Alright, so first matchup will be against the Hunter. I would expect he's playing Spell Hunter, but can of course also some mid-range Hunter, whatever. So we will keep the Corridor Creeper here, because that is just getting reduced in costs. Also, we could definitely drop it. Thing is, I kind of want to keep a Duskbreaker for sure, and then, well, we also kind of need some other cards, but I think the Creeper is still good. We just need to find now some 2-drops or so, that would be nice. The Duskbreaker is working excellent against our opponent, because he will play the Wolves later. The Wolves just have 3 life, so how about Duskbreakers killing everything? Well, there's nothing that we can play early. Or on the other hand, we have a lot of decent tools for the later part of the game. A steady shot on 2, so no secrets for him, and nothing else, which is very unusual. We can just heal back here. And then next turn, I think it's time to go coin into Twilight Drake. We still have a dragon for the Duskbreaker, so that is working out. Animal Companion, so far we just have seen spells, so it could definitely be Spell Hunter. Tar Creeper. Tar Creeper is working here as well, but I think we're still using the coin for the Twilight Drake. Get that juicy 4/7 on the board. I think it's just with the Tar Creeper, because there is a beast on the board. He could just use the 5 damage spell. Tar Creeper is down, so I'm not a huge fan of that, so kill command it is. Ooh, okay, that's not a Spell Hunter. That's then just the mid-range Hunter, because we are seeing the Infested Wolf here. Very interesting. So how about I'm still keeping the Duskbreaker, I think, a bit longer. Let's just play Tar Creeper, we're killing his force for 2. And then the Wolf is running to the Tar Creeper. He's then getting some spiders on the board. We still have the option to play the Duskbreaker. While we're having 2 mind controls in hand right now is not that great. On the master. Oh well. Are you telling me? Telling me now we need to trade? Then play the Duskbreaker. Yeah, that's exactly what he's telling me. So let's clear the board. And then play the Creeper here for free. Because we have killed so many units already. So have a 5-5 on the board, have a 3-3 on the board. That's powerful, that's a lot. Can then go for the Spiteful Summoner on the next turn. The thing is, Spiteful Summoner right now will only find the Free from Amber. It is the only card he's finding. We will still play that, I think. Should be decent enough. Oh, there is the Free from Amber. We will then summon an 8 mana creature. And that is... oh wow. The Anomalous. Astounding indeed. Let's kill the big guy here. And let's kill one of the small guys as well. That is not too great right now for us, because the board is definitely better for us at the moment. So if we're getting this one down, then boom, the whole board is getting crushed. And he's now looking for some poison or some... well, maybe some extra attack even, then it would be 5 and he just needs 1 more. Living Spores. That's okay, I would assume. Oh, that might not be okay. Animal Companion. It is the Leok. What are you doing now? Because of course, the Anomalous now is also a problem for him if he has dropped so much on the board. So how about we're just killing everything now? How about we're just killing everything? How good is that? We could even play the Duskbreaker here. And then kill everything and we're keeping the Anomalous. But I, for now, think we're keeping the Duskbreaker for a bit longer. How about we run into this little unit and then get rid of this one. So the board is getting cleared. We can then drop the little Drakonid Operative and pick a card from our opponent's deck, which will be... oh wow, he's playing Skulking Geist. Let's go for the kill command. Bit of destruction is good. We will keep the Faerie Dragon in hand for the Duskbreaker, of course. Let's heal back to 24. And I think now our opponent is in deep trouble. 4 cards to go, but we are still sitting at 24 live at turn 8. If he's playing a mid-range hunter, he should have me already down to kinda 10 to 15 player for the extra card draw. And another Infested Wolf. Plus, we have the mind controls here, so if he's giving us another high main, we are just stealing that, for example. Spellbreaker. Yeah, Spellbreaker's good. This one. Just gonna trade. Then we go for the Kabal Talonpriest. It's a bit more life. And ending the turn. So what's happening here is that our board is just getting stronger and stronger now. Our opponent is not able to push enough damage in our face, and that's why we are winning this game. So at this point he can most often just concede. He will not do that normally. He's still trying hard to win, but the win rate at this point is very low for him. Chance to come back. So this one is getting stealth. And a kill command. Well, are we using the kill command here? Kill this one, are we trading? Could still play the Duskbreaker. Normally that's not that huge of a deal. Depends on what he's getting, of course. I would say the Summoner is cool. Pick another here for members, 3 for members. And we are summoning. Oh wow. And there is a concede. Summoning another legendary. Nicely done. Our second game will be against Warlock, and I would expect that he's playing Zulok, but of course could also be control deck. But the higher chance right now is Zulok, I would say. So we are totally keeping the Creeper, we are keeping Netherspite Historian here, dropping the Free from Ember, and we are hoping that this card will be a dragon, so we can play the Netherspite Historian on turn 2. That would be by far the best. There is a dragon, and guess what? Because we are then creating a dragon, Duskbreaker can also be played on 4 without a problem. Plus, if he's playing Zulok, the Duskbreaker damage, the 3 damage to everything, that's pretty painful for him. But there's nothing for him on the first turn, so maybe that's not Zulok. Maybe there's control. We are finding Drake, Sleepy Dragon, or the Onyxia. So Onyxia will be the worst. Sleepy Dragon, well, I would say the Drake it is. Sleepy Dragon is funny, but well, the Drake is just a bit better, I think. If he's now using the life tap here instead of playing a card, he's totally playing control. Doomsayer also means he's playing control, for sure. No question there, so let's go one in the face and we can then just heal back if we like. Nothing else to do. So Netherspite Historian going down. And on the next turn would just be a Duskbreaker, which is really not that powerful. Even against a control deck, I do not like to just drop that here. So there's a life tap, unexpected, drawing more cards. Right now nothing to play on the next turn, which would be definitely a tempo loss. Yep, nothing to play. Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad. We're losing tempo. We want a unit normally on 4 on the board. Twilight Drake would have been great. He's not playing the Cobalt Labyrinthe. He's getting 2 more points of damage in the face. He's drawing another card. The amount of damage he's taking right now, that doesn't matter too much for him. He can totally heal back later. There's also the nice little taunt coming for 2/4, dealing 2 damage to his hero. So he's down to 23 without us really doing much besides hitting him for 1 point. So we now have the Curious Glimmerroot. We can play the Creeper, but I think we want to play the Creeper later. The Cobalt Scalebane on this board right now is really not that good. I would say we're dropping the Glimmerroot, get an extra card hopefully, and then see what else we can do with the card. Doom, Feeding Time, and the Whole Fiend. So he's definitely not playing this. Doom, well, he's probably also not playing the Doom. The most likely card will be the Feeding Time. So we are picking the Feeding Time here. And that is... oh wait, he's playing that. Ooh, oh, interesting. So he was playing the Whole Fiend. Whenever this minion takes damage, discard a random card. Interesting pickup. Card you're not seeing too often. So he likes to discard apparently. Using the coin now. For the extra Magicka. Go for the Cold Light. Oh, okay, Cold Light Oracle. He likes to draw a lot. Or is he playing a mill deck? There's another Cold Light Oracle, so we are now overdrawing. He is still sitting at 10 cards. But he cannot not play another card, I think. Shouldn't be. So he's hitting the face. We can then go for another Cobalt Scalebane. We will then go for the Duskbreaker. Clear the whole board. Boom, and we can play the Cobalt, the Creeper here also for 0. Plus we're healing back to 28, so still have a strong board. And is to full, there's a Whole Fiend. So kind of a very greedy draw deck. Maybe he's trying to mill me, but I would say no. Let's see. A surprise might be waiting for me. Dirty Red, we get the Cobalt Scalebane on the board. Powerful indeed. Let's see what he's doing to clear the board. Oh, the Greater. So, this one is... wait a second, what are you doing?
That was a mistake.
Oh, well played, sir. With that, we are probably now winning the game. That's just too powerful. So how about let's go Bonemare. Pop this one. Go a lot in the face. He wanted to kill the Cobalt Scalebane. That was a huge misplay. So we will now kill him normally next turn. If he's not finding a suitable spell that is clearing everything. Normally highly unlikely. But maybe he's playing Cataclysm. Cobalt Labyrinth, drawing another card, getting another 2 points of damage. And with that, how about you are now conceding? Another Spellstone. So 5 life back. 16. We still have 17 on the board. So what else can you pick up out of your sleeve? There's a Defile, which is not doing enough. And with that, we are winning the game. Well played, sir. So that was really easy. So the last game was, of course, a bit too easy. Normally you should have a bit of a harder time with the big priest, but still, it's very fun to play if you just get big cards out on the board early with the spells and the free from ember, mind control. That's pretty cool, and because you're not running that many spells, well, you will surprise your opponent with some interesting interactions. So try it out for yourself. You do not have to always play Barnes Priest, the Spell Priest. You can also play something else like this one. There's no Death Knight in the deck, there is no Legendary in the deck, so it's kind of cheap for you if you want to try out something new. You just need to craft 6 epics in total and a few rares. Cheap deck that you might want to try out on the ladder. So guys, that's the end of today's video. I will be back for you in the next couple of days, of course, like usual. So do not forget to hit the subscribe button, and to like the video would be a tremendous help. Thank you for that, and see you then in the next one. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.